Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. It sounds like you're looking for a straightforward guide to improve your spoken English. Here's a 3-page article focusing on simple and effective practice methods. Starting your simple English speaking journey. Learning to speak English fluently doesn't have to be a daunting task filled with complex grammar rules and endless vocabulary lists. In fact, the most effective way to become comfortable speaking is often through simple, consistent practice that fits seamlessly into your daily life. This article will guide you through practical and easy-to-implement strategies to boost your spoken English, step by step. Embrace imperfect speaking. The first and most crucial step is to let go of the fear of making mistakes. Everyone learning a new language stumbles over words and grammar. It's a natural part of the process. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. You might wobble and fall a few times before you find your balance. The key is to keep pedaling. Don't let the fear of imperfection paralyze you. Every time you speak, even with errors, you're gaining valuable experience and building confidence. Talk to yourself, it's not crazy. One of the simplest and most accessible ways to practice speaking is by talking to yourself. You can do this anywhere, anytime. Describe what you're doing, what you're thinking, or what you see around you. For example, while making breakfast, you can say, "I am taking the eggs out of the refrigerator. Now, I am cracking them into the bowl. I need to stir them with a fork." This might feel a little strange at first, but it's a fantastic way to practice forming sentences and using everyday vocabulary without the pressure of an audience. Label your world. Another easy technique is to label objects around your house with English words. Stick notes on your furniture, appliances, and everyday items. When you see the object, say the English word aloud. This helps you associate the English vocabulary with the real world and reinforces your learning through visual and verbal cues. You can even take it a step further by making simple sentences using these words. For example, pointing to a window, you could say, "The window is open," or "I need to close the window." Simple activities for consistent practice. Now that you're comfortable with some basic solo practice, let's explore simple activities you can incorporate into your routine to further enhance your spoken English. Listen actively and repeat. Immersing yourself in English audio is a powerful way to improve your listening comprehension and pronunciation. Start with simple audio materials like podcasts for English learners, short stories, or even children's shows. The key is to listen actively, paying attention to how native speakers pronounce words and structure sentences. After listening to a short segment, try to repeat what you heard. Don't worry about understanding every single word at first, focus on mimicking the rhythm and intonation. Simple question and answer practice. Practice asking and answering simple questions. You can start with basic personal information like, "What is your name? Where are you from? What are your hobbies?" You can even create imaginary scenarios and ask yourself questions about them. For example, imagine you're at a restaurant. Ask yourself, "What would you like to order? Can I see the menu, please? How much does this cost?" This helps you practice using English in common everyday situations. Describe pictures and short videos. Find simple pictures or short video clips and try to describe what you see in English. Focus on using basic vocabulary and sentence structures. For a picture, you might say, "There is a cat sleeping on a sofa. The sofa is brown. The sun is shining through the window." For a short video, describe the actions happening, the people involved, and the setting. This exercise helps you practice forming descriptive sentences and thinking in English. Making it a habit and staying motivated. Consistency is key to making progress in any language learning endeavor. Here's how to make practicing spoken English a regular habit and stay motivated along the way. Set realistic goals. Don't aim for perfection overnight. Instead, set small, achievable goals for your practice. For example, you could aim to speak to yourself in English for 5 minutes every day, or listen to a short English podcast twice a week. Breaking down your learning into smaller steps makes it feel less overwhelming and more manageable. As you achieve these small goals, you'll build momentum and confidence. Find a language buddy, if possible. While solo practice is valuable, speaking with another person can significantly boost your progress. Look for a language exchange partner online or in your local community. Even a short conversation once or twice a week can provide valuable feedback and expose you to different speaking styles. The key is to find someone who is also learning and with whom you feel comfortable making mistakes. Make it fun and relevant. Connect your English practice to your interests. If you enjoy cooking, try watching English cooking videos and describing the process aloud. If you love music, sing along to English songs and try to understand the lyrics. When learning is enjoyable and relevant to your life, you're more likely to stay motivated and make it a sustainable habit. Celebrate your progress. Acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Did you manage to have a short conversation in English without feeling too nervous? Did you understand a new phrase in a podcast? Give yourself credit for your efforts. Recognizing your progress will keep you motivated and encourage you to continue your simple yet effective journey to becoming a confident English speaker. Remember, every little bit of practice counts. It sounds like you're looking for a straightforward guide to improving your spoken English. Here's a 3-page article focusing on simple yet effective ways to practice, keeping it practical and encouraging. Unlocking your voice: simple steps to spoken English confidence. Learning to speak English fluently doesn't require complicated textbooks or expensive courses right away. The most effective path often begins with simple, consistent practices that build your confidence and get your tongue moving. It's about making English a natural part of your daily life, not just a subject you study. Start with what you know. Don't feel pressured to use complex vocabulary or perfect grammar from the outset. Begin by focusing on the words and phrases you already know. Think about everyday situations and how you would describe them in your native language. Then, try to translate those simple thoughts into English. Even short, basic sentences are a fantastic starting point. The power of repetition. One of the simplest yet most powerful techniques is repetition. Find short English phrases or sentences, perhaps from a song, a movie, or a language learning app, and repeat them aloud. Pay attention to the rhythm, intonation, and pronunciation. Don't just say the words, try to mimic the way native speakers say them. This helps your mouth get used to the sounds and flow of English. Talk to yourself: it's not crazy. Seriously. This is a low-pressure way to practice without the fear of making mistakes. Describe what you're doing, what you're thinking, or what you see around you, all in English. For example, if you're making a cup of coffee, say things like, "I am boiling water, I am adding coffee to the cup, this smells good." This constant self-talk helps you think in English and build fluency in everyday scenarios. Listen actively and imitate. Immerse yourself in English through simple audio and video content. Short podcasts, children's stories, or even snippets of English conversations can be incredibly beneficial. The key is to listen actively, paying attention not just to the words but also to the speaker's tone and pronunciation. Try to imitate what you hear. Pause the audio and repeat phrases, focusing on getting the sounds right. Keep it fun and relevant. Learning should be enjoyable. Find simple English songs you like and sing along. Watch short, engaging videos on topics that interest you. The more you enjoy the process, the more likely you are to stick with it. Connecting English to your hobbies and interests makes practice feel less like a chore and more like a fun activity. Building momentum: simple strategies for consistent practice. Once you've started with these basic techniques, the next step is to build momentum through consistent practice. Even short, regular sessions are more effective than long, infrequent ones. Set small, achievable goals. Don't aim for perfection overnight. Instead, set small, manageable goals. For example, you could aim to learn 3 new English words each day, practice speaking for 5 minutes, or listen to a short English podcast. Achieving these small goals will give you a sense of accomplishment and motivate you to continue. Label your world. Turn your surroundings into a learning opportunity. Put sticky notes with English words on everyday objects around your home, door, window, table, chair. Every time you see these objects, say the English word aloud. This simple technique helps you associate English vocabulary with real-world items. Use simple language learning apps. Many language learning apps offer free or affordable options with bite-sized lessons focused on basic vocabulary and pronunciation. These apps often use interactive exercises and games, making practice more engaging and fun. Start with the beginner levels and gradually work your way up. Find a language exchange partner, no pressure. While the idea of speaking with a native speaker might seem daunting, even connecting with another English language learner can be beneficial. You can practice together, share tips, and motivate each other. Look for online language exchange platforms where you can find partners at a similar level. Start with simple conversations and build from there. Remember, the goal is practice, not perfection. Don't fear mistakes, they are learning opportunities. It's crucial to remember that making mistakes is a natural part of the learning process. Don't let the fear of being wrong stop you from speaking. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn and improve. Embrace them, laugh them off, and keep going. Keeping it simple and sustainable long-term practice. To truly improve your spoken English skills, it's essential to make practice a sustainable part of your routine. Here are some simple ways to keep your learning journey going in the long run. Integrate English into your daily routine. Look for small ways to incorporate English into your everyday life. Change the language settings on your phone or social media accounts to English. Read short English news articles or blog posts that interest you. Listen to English radio while you're commuting or doing chores. The more you surround yourself with the language, the more natural it will become. Focus on communication, not perfection. Remember that the primary goal of speaking is to communicate effectively. Don't get bogged down in trying to use perfect grammar or advanced vocabulary all the time. Focus on conveying your message clearly and understandably. As you become more comfortable, your accuracy will naturally improve. Review and reinforce regularly. Periodically revisit the words and phrases you've learned. Simple flashcards or spaced repetition techniques can be helpful for reinforcing your vocabulary. Reviewing past lessons helps solidify your understanding and prevents you from forgetting what you've learned. Celebrate your progress. Acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Did you manage to have a short conversation in English? Did you understand a new phrase in a song? Give yourself credit for your efforts. This positive reinforcement will keep you motivated and encouraged on your language learning journey. Be patient and persistent. Learning a language takes time and effort. There will be days when you feel like you're not making progress, but it's important to be patient with yourself and persistent in your practice. Keep showing up, keep practicing in simple ways, and you will gradually see significant improvement in your spoken English skills. The key is to make it a consistent and enjoyable part of your life.
Thank you for watching this video.